Happy Friday, y'all. I hope all is well. Welcome to another week in review with me. You can catch this video on the Instagram replay right on the timeline, or you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. You can follow me also on Twitter and Instagram. So I am here with all the latest in today. So I always start with COVID. So here we go, because we are still in the midst of a pandemic, and hello to everybody that joined. So according to the Johns Hopkins website, University of Medicine, down in Baltimore, global confirmed cases is 249,087,724 global confirmed cases of COVID-19 in 191 countries. The global death toll is 5,037,745. I'm surprised that's not even news. We hit over 5 million casualties around the world. And let me not get started on the United States. So U.S. confirmed cases is 46,435,859 confirmed cases of COVID-19. And we account for the world's, 20% of the world's population. And the death toll, it just keep rising. 753,914. Damn. So global confirmed cases, 249,087,724. Global confirmed cases, 5,037,745. U.S. confirmed cases is 46.4 mil. And U.S. death toll is 753,914. In terms of vaccination doses, there is 1.276 million people that got their doses as of today. That accounts for fully vaccinated people. 59% of the country is fully vaccinated, so we're more than half. But still, numbers, that's not good enough. The goal was supposed to be 70%, and we're not even there. We were supposed to do it 4th of July, but obviously that's not the case. In terms of vaccination updates, I think the CDC, if I'm not mistaken, the CDC approved, I believe, for the COVID antiviral pills to be shown, whatever. But in New York City, anybody over the age of 18 is qualified for the booster of Moderna, Pfizer, and even J&J. But of course, you got people that's still spreading conspiracy theories. Some folks that I know. So if you're listening out there, this virus is real. It's here. I'm getting my booster sometime soon. What's up, T? And there's no other way to put it. I know in New York City, we got a strict vaccination policy. You can't even dine inside, work out inside unless you're vaccinated. It's like if you're anti-vax or not vaccinated, you can't eat inside. You gotta eat outside. You can't go to the gym. You can't even go to the movies. So everywhere indoor in New York City, in the 5 boroughs, you have to be vaccinated, and you got to show proof of vaccination. Some places even look up your social security number to make sure your ass is vaccinated. Because if you're showing a fake vaccination card, you get arrested, and I believe you're fined. Yeah, I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, to all those folks that oppose vaccination or not vaccinated, you're setting yourself up for a dangerous president. We have another wave, I think wave 5 coming. Winter season is coming. This is also cold season and flu season. So your best bet is to you should get vaccinated. And if you are fully vaccinated, 6 months in, you have to at least get the booster. To be qualified, you have to be vaccinated 6 months later. 6 months before getting the booster. So if you are an anti-vaxxer and opposed to getting vaccinated, you're setting yourself up for danger. You will catch this virus and pretty much succumb to it. So if I were you, I would get vaccinated. And not for yourself, for your family members. Your most vulnerable family members. Those who are immune compromised or over the age of 65. Plain and simple. Now, on to this whole entire case with Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I knew this shit was going down. And, that's that. I mean, it's not like he killed people of color. He killed white people that protested. Like, literally. Killed white people that protested in last year's marches. Black Lives Matter marches. And, of course, the right is making him a martyr. And they saying he's a hero. And, like I said, I'm not shocked by this verdict. I'm not crying. I'm not in tears. I'm not shocked. All I know is if I march anywhere, which I'm not even for marching, because I show my solidarity at the goddamn polls. My politics are not the same as everybody else's. I can give two damns. But my protest is at the damn ballot box. But if you are going to march, you need to be careful. Because now, since Kyle Rittenhouse is acquitted on all murder charges and attempt murder, well, all murder charges and gun charges pretty much, it gives anybody that think like Kyle Rittenhouse the ammunition to shoot anybody. I'm just saying. So, that is that. But to the Paul Gosars and the Madison Catherines of the world, let me tell y'all something. Y'all a bunch of punks. Y'all keyboard thugs. And your pussies. And for Paul Gosar, I assume you didn't learn anything from your censure. So you can keep tweeting all you want to. Your challenger is going to come. Maybe far crazier than you. Or maybe an actual Democrat that actually has solutions to help his constituents. Because after all, what you did, getting censured, you also lost money for your district. Getting off two committees, you lost a lot of money for your district. That they need that shit. The American Rescue Plan, who's to say? I don't know if they're going to benefit from that. Or, no, they did benefit for the American Rescue Plan. Excuse me. I don't know if they're going to benefit from the BBB because you got censured. The only thing you can do in Congress, honestly, is vote. But I'm pretty sure you won't do that because, you know, you try to be this hero and this martyr and this MAGA person. But, Paul, your days are numbered. And trust me, your day will come. And it will. And to all these, you know, GOPers and these far right crazy people praising Kyle Rittenhouse, saying the justice system is actually working for him and blah, blah. Let me tell you guys something. The justice system is full of white supremacy. They don't care about black people, brown people, indigenous people, AAPI people. They don't care about nobody. Because guess what? They just don't care. And with Kyle Rittenhouse acquittal, it will give people like Kyle Rittenhouse's and much older just to use their guns for any type of reason. If they feel something is out of order, they will shoot you. Not just ask you a question, they will just shoot you. And they will say, it's self-defense. I stood my ground. So, yep, that's it. That's all to it. Now with this Build Back Better plan, now it's, you know, passed the House in spite of Kevin punk ass Owen McCarthy, you know, with his all-nighter speech that made absolutely no sense and went off topic and gave me a headache that I turned off my TV. It passed the House, so now it has to go to the Senate. So don't be surprised if there's any changes. But I hope there is no changes to the bill because it's already set in stone. Kristen Sinema says she agrees with it. I don't know if that's the case, but she agrees with it. And we have to see what Joseph Manchin III thinks. Even though he said he's serving his constituents, but his constituents have been pissed off with him for the past, I guess God knows how, but they've been pissed off with him since the Trump administration, or pretty much before that. So let's just see how that goes. But like I said, he's doing this in the interest of his donors, in the interest of his kids that have jobs in big corporations, act like they didn't come from West Virginia, but who am I? But I have a feeling this will pass by Democrats and Democrats only. I mean, after all, that's the party that delivers. I don't care what nobody said. That's the party that delivers. Unlike the grand old party, now the grand QAnon party, the party of white supremacists and insurrectionists and high temperature and coons. You got a problem with me saying that? Can kiss my ass. I said what the fuck I said. And that's that. But the Democratic Party is the party that delivers. And I wish that mainstream media will stop coddling to whiteness. Stop chasing the white suburban voter. Stop chasing the white centrist voters. Just stop chasing the white voter. Because at the end of the day, they're going to vote in the interest of themselves and not for the interest of the country. They do not care if people like me get my share. Who's to say they like me? My parents always taught me every day that I'm black every single day of the week. And they taught me that since I was a kid. And I am a full-grown woman. And I knew exactly what they meant then and know exactly what they meant now. Excuse me. So, yep. That's where my politics lie. But I wish the mainstream media would just cut the bullshit. Now I'm on to midterms. So, people are gerrymandering like hell. I'm glad they're not doing it here. Thank God. But you got to come out and vote. I mean, there's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. At this point, that's your power. Because right now, the way shit is going, it's not looking too good. We're still in this mess for another probably year or two. Let's see. You have one party that actually wants stuff for you, and another party that just wants you to be like Oliver's Twist. I want some ore, please. I don't want no ore, please. I want what's mine. I want a leg up. Everybody in this country deserves a leg up. Even those who keep voting for the other party like they do shit for you. But who am I? But it's time to vote. You should vote like you mean it. Midterms is coming up, and also gubernatorial races is coming up in different places. 2 states this past year already had their main gubernatorial races. One, Republican gained a seat, even though I don't know how that's going to go. And New Jersey, reelected their governor, so that's good. So now we have other places that got gubernatorial races, including mine. Oh, I know that, troll. Don't worry. Sky, it's fine. You see, I'm just going through. I'm not even reading everybody's comments, because I want to shorten this up because I got a phone call at 12. So anyway, the gubernatorial races in my state, the primaries is spicing up. Some people are mad that the current governor, she's being primaried. So my thing is, primaries are healthy. Primaries are good. It weeds out the candidate that people mostly like or dislike. Y'all know, y'all been following me. My candidate is the AG of New York. So people are mad that I'm supporting the AG of New York versus the current, governor. Let me just say this to you. I've been following the current AG's work since she was a city councilwoman back in 2010. She was the city councilwoman in the area that I worked at the time in Brooklyn. And I've been following her career ever since, and she rose to the top. She is a public servant. She served the people, and she helped a lot of people in my city. She even traveled to some nasty buildings where there was disgusting, landlords. And she was the only public advocate, since public advocates long before her answered to civilian phone calls and went to their buildings in heels. And she went to the most roughest neighborhoods in her heels. So therefore, she is not afraid to get her hands dirty. She is fully equipped for the job. So when I hear these white Democrats, these allies who said they're for us, but when it comes to black people running for executive positions, they want to character assassinate them or want them to be their mule, side eye that bitch. I side eye all that shit. Because, first of all, she is not your mule. She's not your mammy. She's an attorney general running for the governor of New York. So, all of that, telling her to take a back seat for the white lady, you can kiss my whole ass. Because I said what I said. Y'all didn't say that about the white man running for governor. If he would not run. Right? So why said it to a black woman? Y'all need to check your own racism. Because obviously, y'all still got some of y'all family bloodlines into y'all. And that's even with the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. Like, just because he's young and got acquitted, he still carries out his ancestors' racism. So there you have it. And I already addressed the 85 minutes that the vice president was the president. And some white men and some high temperature, the fake woke people got mad. Why first of all, she was chosen because of her qualifications. I'm sorry that Amy Klobuchar or Elizabeth Warren was not your pick. I'm sorry. But then I'm not sorry. Because Elizabeth Warren never had a really great relationship with President Biden. And Amy Klobuchar don't have a lot of allyship with a lot of black people. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real. The only one that had a lot of experience working with people of color, marginalized communities, and had experience who was on the Senate Intel, the Senate Judiciary Committee, and Senate Homeland Security Committees was VP Harris. And that's why he chose her. So if you have a problem with what I'm saying, you can log off this live, kiss my whole ass, because I said what I said. I said what I said. And to the authors of your weak ass article, Jasmine Wright and that Edward Isaac guy. I don't know what you was trying to do, trying to expose people. But you guys have failed. Time and time again, like Jennifer Jacobs. You all in the mainstream media became gossip girls. Y'all want to get clicks and likes on Twitter and retweets on Twitter. But y'all didn't realize y'all got that smoke in your mentions. And drag for filth. That's what happens when you try to stand out and try to be in the in crowd. Being in the in crowd will get your ass in a whole heap of trouble. So you want to keep spreading disinformation campaigns. You will F around and find out. Now, I'm on to the last section. I moved swiftly. So I decided to address this person last, but I need to address this person first because she took me there. And it's important just to be transparent with folks and let people know about themselves. So, so I would like to say this to so a fellow Rose Twitter caucus woman tweeted all of this misinformation. Bernie Sanders is beating Kamala Harris 2-1 among Black Democrat primary voters, new poll finds. This was an article published by Ryan Grimm back in 2019. Why Black voters never flocked to Kamala Harris. Didn't even know who was the author for that that article. And then she tweets something for Gino Caldwell, a Black conservative who licked Trump's butt crack in the doodle that's there. I don't understand how anyone could be thinking he could fix the injustices when he was the one who created them. Like there was no Ronald Reagan, no Richard Nixon, no Gerald Ford, no George Bush 41, 43, but okay, Gino. And so this was tweeted by no other than Brianna Joy Gray. So, y'all know I'm always reading her for filth, so here it is. Brianna, why do you keep embarrassing yourself on the internet every now and then when it comes to the vice president? Like, why you keep doing this shit to yourself? I really want to know. Is it A, you're jealous of the vice president? I mean, after all, like I said, you both went to good law schools. The difference is she went to law school to be an actual prosecutor to fight for people, while you went to law school to fit in with the in crowd, aka the whiteys. Her career took off to higher heights while you stayed at low level, as you are. But Brianna, you need to do something constructive with your life. I mean, we're both around the same age. You need to get a job somewhere as an analyst, if you're worthy to be one, on CNN or MSNBC or even Fox. Let's see. You need to find someone to hold you at night and to go to Comic-Con with you. And you just need to get your shit together. I know I didn't list B and C because, you know, B and C pretty much is you're a jealous ass person. So, Bree, get it together. Read a daily devotion. And stop worshiping a shrine of Bernie Sanders to get yourself a heart on. I know you need somebody, but Bernie is too old for you. He could be your dad, grandpa. And stay off the vice president's woo-ha. Why you got so much smoke for her, girl? I don't even know, but you need to get your shit together. Point blank, period. Ugh. So, I have to address these white, quote-unquote, Democrats. So, let's see. So, a few weeks ago, your girl was trolled online. And, you know me, I got tough skin. Careless. And, So, I got introduced to Globe Twitter, apparently. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. But this person says, Our vice president is twice as popular as, I guess, a Iranian leader. And then she said the K-Hive is a terrorist organization. After, she got called out, she deleted it. And then she said, I was obsessed with her. And then prior to her, this guy named Shane, who think he knows politics all of a sudden. If anybody can look at Kamala Harris's performance as VP and her worse than Cheney polling numbers and tell me with a straight face that she can win a presidential election, I'll be shocked. And he said, mark my words, choosing Harris as VP will be the worst of one of the most damaging decisions Biden ever made. So he got mad because I quote tweeted him, and other people saw that shit that supported Kamala Harris, quote tweeted him, and basically was all in his fucking mentions. And then his followers, Chad Splan, quote tweeted my tweet, calling me a racist troll, calling me obsessed, try to make fun of my looks and all of that shit. So after learning today that the vice president was president for 85 minutes while the president was actually getting a colonoscopy, I want to know, Leela and Shane, how does it feel to realize that the possible president could be the first Black Asian woman after trolling my tweets because I expose y'all for the racist bigots that you are? And you guys even, protected your accounts because you got dragged for the racist trolls you are. How does it feel? I know it don't feel too good. But it feels great for me because I don't have to protect my account because I'm not loud and wrong like y'all. So I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying this so much. And to the blood and teeth Twitter gang, how does it feel to not have your white saviors to be president of the United States? It doesn't feel good, does it? No. It doesn't. So, Shane and Leela, since you had so much smoke for me, I want to know why y'all did not decide to come in my mentions. Oh, because Leela blocked me because she's a punk, and Shane protected his tweets because he don't want none of that smoke again, because my 12.8 million, thousand followers, was going to troll you. You're a cancer survivor. How are you using cancer as an excuse to be a racist bully? Like, the Chadness of it all. Like, you decided to be a whole racist bigot, have your people come for me, but then you protect your account because I was going to come for you because you're a whole ass bitch. That's why I say, like, I don't tweet online to troll anybody, but if you come for me, I'm going to come for you 10 times harder. And I'm going to be nasty as fuck. But the difference is I won't trash you if you're going through cancer. But if you want that smoke, oh, trust me, I'll give it to you. And Shane didn't want it. So Shane protected his account. And Lita, blocked me because she knew that I was going to come for that ass. Either in the DM or in her tweets. Every time when she fucking tweeted. And she's a kid at that. That's what happens when kids fuck around online. That's why parents should have parental control over what their kids do. See, social media didn't come out till I was like 18. But if I was young, I would not been able to have social media. Like, really young, not have that. But I want to know what her parents is doing. Because obviously they're not watching their child. Their child fucking around with older people and then cry wolf when that older person come for them 10 times harder. That's why you don't fuck around online. Parents need to watch their fucking kids. Like, seriously. But I'm going to call it a night because it's almost 12 o'clock. And I haven't talked for that long. But until then, peace, deuces, and happy early Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, gobble.